Back on the Newsfeed PM, the Northwest Gambling Board has destroyed illegal gambling equipment in Mahikeng and Rustenburg. Most of the equipment was found in taverns, puzzle shops and unlicensed gambling operations. Operators of these illegal machines often target the vulnerable, who include children. Joining us now is Boitumelo Kalinge, Acting Chief Executive Officer at the Northwest Gambling Board. Good to have you, Ms. Kalinge, and thank you very much for your time. Some 250 illegal gambling equipment, 235 illegal gambling machines, including computers and so on. Was this done in one raid, or is this done over a period of time?
Okay, thank you very much, Tabo, and good afternoon to yourself. And let me also take the opportunity to greet your viewers. Yes, indeed, the raid were made, but they were not made in one location, and it was done over a long period of time, and in the 4 districts of the province. So what normally happens when you do the raids, it's the collaboration with the South African Police Service. So that's what happened.
What's the process that one needs to follow in order to legally acquire these devices and be allowed to operate with them? And therefore, why did you find these particular outfits non-compliant?
You must remember that the Northwest Gambling Board is a state-owned entity which is created by Northwest Gambling Act. So in terms of the Act, there are processes that one needs to follow when you have to acquire that license. And only licensed operations are allowed to give the gambling or even your betting to the public. So one needs to get a license before you can start operating. So all of these machines were acquired from, were taken from people who do not have licenses. And it's a very serious problem that we are facing as the industry, because this is mushrooming every time, and we are trying to fight back.
And how are you fighting back? How are you maintaining vigilance, particularly in these public spaces?
One of the things that we have also mentioned, Tabo, is that we have collaborated with the South African Police Service, and also at the Northwest Gambling Board, we have what we call the law enforcement inspectors, who normally go around and search for those illegal operations, which sometimes you will find that those are your internet cafes, and you will find that in other shops, as you have mentioned in your opening. So we make sure that our inspectors go there, and we tell the police, and then thereafter, that's when we go to raid and to close those illegal shops.
Now, as you put it, many of these illegal operators, they bypass the very stringent regulatory framework that you have in place, but they also avoid paying taxes and levies, diverting quite a number of rands away from the province. So how hefty are the fines? I mean, are they hefty enough to deter them from doing such activities?
Indeed, and you are raising a very valid point. We are currently reviewing those fines in our act, and currently, as you know, that the police, South African Police Service, are the only people that are allowed to give fines. So the fines are not really hefty, I must say, but we are trying to review them, and we are amending our act also to give us powers to go there alone and to close those shops alone and to give them fines, which the fines will be used to fight illegal gambling.
Yeah, and so, I mean, this is also a call, I suppose, to the would-be patrons as well in using these facilities. What is the implication for them? I mean, if they are going into these slot machines at these puzzle shops and so on and so forth, what legal recourse do they have?
Unfortunately, for all the people who are participating at illegal gambling operations, they will not be protected by the law, because they themselves also are participating in an illegal act. We are trying by all means to make a lot of campaigns to inform the public about illegal gambling operations. And what we're also doing is to teach them that they can enter any gambling outlet and request to see a license, and you are allowed to do that. So they're not protected because if someone who plays a game or plays a bet in a legal shop, then you have that right to call us if they don't pay you, or if they have robbed you, maybe something or something that happened in that illegal operation. But then, if you are participating in an illegal operation, you will not be having any legal recourse.
So you're saying, I mean, economic times that we live in, somebody walks past, he sees a slot machine, I can put in a few rands there and maybe try my luck and win something. The thing of asking for a certificate is really not top of mind. How else do they ensure that they are coming into a facility that is properly regulated and properly registered with yourselves?
Well, yes, we are very good, but because some of the people sometimes they don't know that they are entering in a place which is legal or not. Hence, it's a requirement that your license should be placed, where the public can see it. So it's very important to know that, because unfortunately the ignorance of the law is not an excuse, but you be able to have a look at that license. You have a right to be to have a look at that license. And one of the things also, Tabo, that it's important is because the monies that these people are using. I mean, if you are a hunter and you enter into an illegal operation and you use your money, and you place a bet, or you even you play a game, you must remember that if you are not going to be able, and if you win or after playing a bet, and those people say that I'm not going to give you 1,000 rand, I have written there that you will win 1,000 rand, and now I'm going to give you a 500. So it shows that these illegal operations, they can do whatever they want to do, because they don't pay taxes, they don't care about you, they just want to take your money away and just to bring you in.
Dumelo, much appreciated. Thanks so much for coming on. Dumelo Kalinge, Acting Chief Executive Officer at the Northwest Gambling Board.